Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's me, Skull Royal, back at it with another video. And here today, I'm gonna bring you guys my monthly LF tier list. So yeah, my apologies on this LF tier list being about a week to 2 weeks late, because I just want to make this tier list right and perfect, pretty much in my eyes, in my opinion. Because every tier list is gonna be your opinion anyway. It's gonna be the person's opinion when whoever creates the tier list. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And also, let me go over the things about the tier list, just in case this is your first time watching this video. So, Zenkai LFs, they automatically will be at 7-star, with Zenkai 7 with 1400% soul boost, obviously. And normal LFs will be at 6 stars. So, yeah. Other than that, let's get the video started. Alright, so this is how the new tier list work for me. The first slot is your number 1. The second column is Z, third column is S+, fourth is S, fifth is A, and then the last one is your last. So your number 1 is pretty much the best LF characters in the game in my ranking, and then your last is the worst LF character for my ranking. So yeah, other than that, since I broke everything down, let's get the tier list started. Alright, so I'm gonna get your number 1 column out the way, and as well as your last column. So the best character, or should I say the best LF character, well, the best character in general, but the best LF for this LF tier list is Gohan. Super Saiyan 2 Zenkai 7 Gohan. He is the best, he is the face of Dragonball Legends. Everybody hates him. Hybrid players now hate him. It's like, he's the greatest, sure, whatever. It is what it is. It's Gohan. But the worst LF in the game right now, it is, as you guys probably think, is LF Super Vegeta. What more can I say about LF Super Vegeta? He's definitely the worst, and he definitely desperately needs a Zenkai. So yeah, with those two out the way, let's start from down and up. So I'm gonna start with A tier, then S, then S+, and then lastly Z tier. So let's start with A tier. Alright, so A tier is only gonna have one character, and it's gonna be the blue LF Vegeta. There is 1 or 2 characters that you could put in A tier, but I figured that this blue LF Vegeta, I think he's probably like the main guy that you could say he's A tier. He definitely also needs a Zenkai, but once he gets the Zenkai, oh, he's gonna be freaking ridiculous. But yeah, not much to say about him. He just got replaced by Zenkai Beerus when his Zenkai came out, then Vados, and then Green Topo. So not much really going for him right now, other than he still do really decent damage. But like I stated, when he gets Zenkai, he's gonna be a problem. But yeah, now we're gonna go with S tier. Alright, so S tier, I'm gonna go from the characters from right to left. So UI Goku, then Ss4 Goku, then Beerus, then Majin Vegeta, Vegeta Blue, Ss4 Gogeta, Full Power Broly, LF Rose, Full Power Frieza, and Zenkai 7 Goten. So UI Goku and Ss4 Goku are the ones I was talking about that you could put in A tier, especially UI Goku now. Unfortunately, as biased as I am to UI Goku, because that's my boy. You see my profile pic, that's my guy. But I honestly, you gotta be real with yourself. UI Goku, he is not the same. His defense is utter garbage. His damage pretty much plateaued right now until he gets a Zenkai, or when I dropped the LF equipment video, which I believe is the video before I dropped this video. I pretty much made platinum equipment for him to help him out tremendously. But yeah, I mean, Goku, as well as he got replaced in Gaki, and even Gaki doesn't even run purple if they don't have to, if they run the Clapku Evo Vegeta and Vados / Topo setup, or the Vados and Gogeta Blue setup with Clapku. It's like he purple is not needed in Gaki, but especially UI Goku. Like UI Goku, honestly, he just, it is what it is, you know. But Super Saiyan 4, he got replaced by Majub, and he is not needed in Saiyans because obviously you got Angel Vegeta. And for Sun Family, it's like in Sun Family you don't really need a yellow unit, knowing that you got FSK and Revival Gohan, with another Revival Gohan, with a whatchamacallit, with a Namiku. So it is what it is. Super Saiyan 4 is definitely way better than UI Goku as of right now. But yeah, not much to say other than cover change, obviously, last man standing buffs. It is what it is. Beerus, his pretty much his ranking is a little bit more higher only because of Evo Vegeta and him working well as Zenkai buffing Vados and God Topo. So I mean, other than if you don't want to use him, he is a really good bench for buffing up your Vados and Topo. But yeah, I mean, Sealing's main ability, sealing a car slot, pretty decent right there, not too shabby for him. Then you got Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta, really strong. I just wish the Vegeta family tag could get way more love other than hybrids. I'm gonna keep going back to hybrids, but it is what it is. That's how the game is. It's pretty much Gohan Ball Legends at this point. But Majin Vegeta, really good, pretty good damage after transforming to Majin Vegeta. Strong hitting blue card. Pretty good still. And Vegeta Blue, Rising Rush farming, ultimate hits like a truck, blast armor, still pretty good. One of the most well-aged unit that's an LF character in this game, besides Majin Vegeta. So still pretty good. Ss4 Gogeta, the most disappointing unit of 2021. I wish he was so much better than he is, but unfortunately, I guess the dev team held back. I just don't know their intentions with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but it is what it is. He's just mid in general, but I mean, he still has good utilities with blast armor. A green card, once you hit it, is pretty much one of the better green cards in the game. Main ability, card draw speed, the standard modern day main abilities. But the most disappointing, like I stated, the most disappointing character in 2021, unfortunately. So yeah, then you got Full Power Broly, which he works extremely well with Super Saiyans, with Bardock and friends, you know. But this Broly right here, he pretty much punishes your opponent if your opponent likes to switch. But at the same time, if your opponent plays really well and doesn't switch a lot and plays pretty patiently, they could pretty much outclass the Broly depending on what character they are using. But this Broly is still really strong. A lot of card draw speed, like I stated, but it based on if your opponent plays poorly at the end of the day. So unfortunately, this Broly isn't consistent, but when he gets rolling, I'll tell you that. So now we're talking about LF Rose. LF Rose, I wish I had more stars on him. That boy is nice. He is so good. The tick damage with his extreme bleed, his green to blue card combo, and his blue card does go type neutral. His strong hitting ult, like, this dude is nice. Obviously, he won't be in the S+ tier anytime soon, but this dude is nice. I'll tell you that. And in Strike Future, if you have him at higher stars, he will do work. He will win you some games. As well as, even though the Dragon Ball chance, him pretty much reducing your Dragon Balls, the chance is really low, which is 15%. But once you get it off, that can actually win you a game because your opponent won't rush and then you can able to rush. So yes, really good unit. Full Power Frieza, extremely good as well. But the problem is the team is cracky and powerful opponent. It's like you decide because it's like, yeah, he's debuffing powerful opponent if you're running the full LF setup. But if you're running like a mixture of the region setup, it's like you're not gonna run him other than him being a bench unit. But this Frieza, he does really strong damage, definitely, and especially if you have the full power Frieza, not full power Final Form Frieza, I should say, in your bench. Zenkai buffing this full power Frieza, that's also great as well. But at the same time, the tag LOE is such a disappointment. It's just disappointing the fact that popular character like Frieza and him having the LOE tag, it pretty much is a detriment only in this game because they don't really buff the tag. But anyways, he has a really strong blue card. He does AoE, pretty decent ult as well. Green card, I can extend combos when you land it. Just and blast armor, so solid overall, man. It's just that his team is pretty poor. So, and then the last unit on S tier is the LF Goten. Pretty much, he will Zenkai buff the Revival Gohan, but him stand alone, he will buff any Gohan pretty much, especially when he activates the ult. He draws a blast card when he comes in, so you don't have to worry about card draw speed since he's coming in with a blast card and gaining key. Just a really strong support slash blast damage dealing unit for your Gohan. So pretty decent Zenkai that Legends did for him, and luckily not too overpowered for the Hybrids team, even though, like I stated, F Hybrids. So now we're gonna talk about S plus tier. So yeah, alright, so S plus tier. So from right to left, we got First Form Frieza, Zenkai, Gogeta Blue, Zamasu, Saiyan Saga Vegeta, Kid Buu, Evolution Vegeta, Namiku, and Piccolo. So Frieza, right? Like I stated about full power Frieza, his team is honestly lackluster, but he is the much needed support that they desperately needed, because not only he's the much needed support, he's the much needed tank because of his Zenkai stats, of being his defensive really high, as well as him gaining card draw speed to help out the team, so that way you guys could rise and rush faster, and him holding the blue card as well. So, which when he activates the blue card, he draws a card automatically. So this Frieza is really good. Like I stated before about full power Frieza, though his team is lackluster, so that's unfortunate for Frieza, but it is what it is, right? As for Gogeta Blue, though, Gogeta Blue best partner is Vados, right? But him standalone, he does really strong damage, especially if it's built up. The problem is, though, I feel like characters are above him, and I think people are starting to realize, especially when Evo Vegeta came out, and we'll talk about him in a little bit. But as time goes on, and people respected Gogeta to the point like now he is fairly rated right now. But with the introduction of Evo Vegeta taking his spot, it kind of like warrants who is better between Vegeta and Gogeta Blue. It's all up to you depending on your start count and everything. And I just think Evo Vegeta is just way better. He snowballs quickly, and he will 1v3 anybody. But Gogeta Blue, once he lands that green card, you're like 80%. You have an 80% chance of winning the game if you land that green card combo with Gogeta Blue. So yeah, Gogeta Blue, really strong unit, definitely S plus tier unit, and he'll probably stay like that for a while. But this guy, he's that dude. So, and then Zamasu, he gets disrespected only because of him being the anniversary unit, being outshunned by the Revival Gohan, and it is what it is, rightfully so. But I feel like Zamasu get disrespected because another thing as well, besides the being outshined by Revival Gohan, as is also his bad defense, his lackluster defense. His lackluster defense, it is a detriment for this Zamasu, but all the positive will outweigh the negatives that he has, from a really strong green card, a ton of disruption to your opponent, a really strong ult, and like he does a lot, man. He is probably the most oppressive unit when he gets rolling. This dude is incredible, man. Every time you come in, he gets vanished. When you die, he pretty much this guy's destroy your car. He's incredible, dude. I love this character Zamasu. But anyways, Saiyan Saga Vegeta, our new addition of the LF character. Really strong character. Is pretty much an argument between him and Bojack and powerful opponent, as well as Zamasu, and is also an argument with him with Super Gogeta and Ss4 Gogeta in Saiyans. I think because of this Saiyan Saga Vegeta buffing the Saiyan tag, I think he works. Not to say he works better, but the fact that he actually buffs the tag, I think is warranted to run him, honestly. But it is true that the fact that Ss4 Vegeta is better overall. Same thing with Super Gogeta, because Super Gogeta, he is a damage machine. But I feel like, as well as because of Saiyan Saga Vegeta having endurance, him having an AoE green card to blue card combo, it presents an argument pretty much. So I feel like Vegeta, don't sleep on this Vegeta. This Vegeta is extremely powerful. So yeah, Kid Buu, right? So Kid Buu, this dude can 1v3 anybody. His green card is extremely powerful. He just gains infinite ki. him taking away your attribute upgrades and stealing strike cards. So this dude is nice as well. He is pretty much core on your regen team if you're not running a green yellow setup, or if you don't have like pretty much if you're running pretty much a, for example, Fat Boo, Kid Boo, and maybe DKP, or not DKP, LF Piccolo setup, I should say, because LF Piccolo is the better and overall yellow unit for regen. But this Kid Boo is a lot of damage, a lot of ways to gain Vanish Restore. He's good. He's really good. He's definitely top tier. And then Evo Vegeta, I already spoke about a little bit about him versus Gogeta Blue, but him just also another guy that can 1v3. Him just gaining cards every time your enemy switches. Him pretty much having infinite ki at that point when your ki is 35 or below. Him having ways to heal with his green card, his main. This guy is just a damage machine that could pretty much destroy your opponent if your opponent is playing recklessly. Even if your opponent is not playing recklessly, this guy is so oppressive in terms of damage. Why he does so much damage, and overall, this dude Vegeta is amazing. So, and then you got Namiku, one of the better last man standing units. Pretty much pretty tanky because of his Zenkai stats. Just overall, extremely good unit for your Saiyan team and then your Sun Family team. And then lastly, I left Piccolo to finish off S+ tier as the best character in S+ tier. And what can I say? This Piccolo, it does it all. He could tank. His blue card, it does a ton of damage. He has really good damage with his blast card. He just overall just one of the better characters in this game. And him when he transformed to agile style, pretty much he gains vanish back. So yeah, just overall a really strong character. So yeah, now we're gonna talk about Z tier, which I'm not gonna really talk that much about them. They just, you know, it is what it is. So Z tier, you got Future Han, then Revival Gohan, and then SS3 Vegeta. I mean, not Vegeta, Goku. I wish they implement SS3 Vegeta. That will help out Vegeta family extremely well. Anyway, La Familia. When I was pretty much reviewing Game Press tier list, when they were in Z tier, I just call them La Familia because that's what they are. It's La Familia of Carnage. So Future Han, you know what he does. Revival Gohan, I'm not gonna explain. And then Super Saiyan 3 Goku, top 2 to 3 character in the game, depending on who you talk to. I think this tier list shows like these hybrid Saiyan/Saiyan characters, like it's a problem, especially hybrid Saiyans, because we have 3 of the top 4 characters pretty much being the best in the game. And character-wise, it's a major problem, and I feel like the devs, they should really they should really hammer down. Like they should improve with their decision skills in terms of buffing a tag supremely well, and pretty much buffing tags that really needs that help, like LOE, even Dragonball sagas, tags like that. They desperately need help, and they should really look into it. I thought like this year they're gonna buff anything like maybe LOE, but like all these underplayed tags, they're not really gonna buff them this year, because at the end of the day, Black Friday and New Year's are the hypest pretty much banners for this game, especially New Year's, since New Year's is the biggest celebration for any gacha game, which is that's an undeniable fact. But it is what it is at the end of the day. I just really hope that at the end of this year, when I make my end of the year LF tier list, I just really hope that there's some type of check and some type of, I don't know, even not, if it's not a nerf, some type of balance against these hybrid units, because they are extremely oppressive, and when you play the game, especially in a higher rank of PvP, that's all you see, and it gets boring. And I feel, and the community knows, from the English side, from the JP side, from even the France and stuff like that. Everybody in the Dragon Ball community knows about the problem in the game, and the problem is not only balancing, but the fact that they over tune a tag more than others. But yeah, that's the LF tier list. I appreciate you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, thank you guys. My name is Royal. I appreciate the support. Stay safe, stay hydrated. Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on the tier list, what you guys would change, and yeah, peace.